what your name is. Tell me what you like and all your secrets. I just wanna go over the details. Let me inside of your mind. I know I just met you, but something tells me that you might be into talking to a stranger with a tattoo. Baby, I'm one of a kind. There's a reason we're here. There's a vibe in the air.
So I'm starting this vlog off a little later than I would have liked to, but it's okay. So I'm not exactly sure what the vlog is going to consist of. I do know that I have to make dinner. So we're going to do that. We're making jambalaya pasta, but without the shrimp. What else are we going to do? Dinner, water my plants. Oh, I have a haul for you guys. I want to show you guys a couple of things that I picked up over the last like week and a half, 2 weeks, and everything has finally come in. I'm looking down here because the items are right here. I'm trying to think if I want to do like a TikTok really fast. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a TikTok and then I'm gonna come back and show you guys the items. Since the new month is starting, I wanna make sure I plan my dinner ideas for the month. I like to do that. I don't necessarily follow it like every single day. Y'all know that's Junior. I don't necessarily follow it every single day, but I like to use it as a guide so I'm not sitting there trying to figure out what I'm going to make for dinner, because that's a lot of work. It's like you have to purchase the food, prep it, put it up, cook it. You don't want to sit there and have to be thinking of ideas as well. So I like to fill it out for the month and then just like grab ideas off of it as I go. And sometimes I do follow it. Like, you know what, this is actually perfect. I'm going to follow this for the whole week. But then there's times that I don't, like I said, and I just use it as a guide. All right, I'm going to start with Sephora because it's super quick. I'm not going to take everything out of this bag, but basically these are just a bunch of minis. A week ago, they had a couple of like what's in my bags, and you were able to choose from whichever bag you wanted. This one was $52 and the retail value was, or is, $149. I really liked it because it already has a bunch of products that I currently use. I'm gonna show you what the products are. I'm not gonna take them out one by one because there's just a whole bunch of little minis. One of my faves in here is the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I use this all the time. And then of course the Bad Gal Bang mascara. I've been using that for years and years. I said I wasn't gonna go item for item. The point is there's a whole bunch of like good minis in here. And then from Sephora, which I'm really excited to try. Well, first of all, I just got a refill of the Fenty Skin. This is just sunscreen. This is my absolute favorite sunscreen. So it's just a refill of that. And then I got a couple other freebies. Peter Thomas Roth. What is this? It's some kind of serum. Anyways, just a couple freebies in there. But I'm excited for this Makeup by Mario brush. I've heard so many people talk about this brush. The brushes I currently use are Real Technique. I actually need to clean them, but they are so soft. I absolutely love these brushes, and they're pretty inexpensive. I even have the RT traveling brushes. But like I said, I've heard a lot about this Makeup by Mario brush. So I'm excited to see what it's like. So that's what it, oh, and I guess I'll take the, I'm gonna use it soon. Oh, see, it feels like the Real Technique brushes, so soft. I got some more of my clean towels. I've been telling you guys about this for about 2 years now. If you have sensitive skin, I highly suggest you using these. Basically, they're just disposable washcloths. So you get a new one every single day. And I don't want to say washcloths, more like a fabric cloth. Anyways, I've been using them for about 2 years and maybe even more. I don't know how long I've been using them. And then I also use the clean pads. I use this for when I apply my toner. I'll link those down below for anybody who's interested. Like 2 weeks ago, I showed you guys this Tory Burch bag that I got. Just so cute. When I wore this bag, I was like, you know what? I don't have any Tory Burch sandals that match this. So I went ahead and purchased some sandals that match. Aren't these so cute? I feel like it's a really good like neutral color to have for spring. You can wear this color with anything. Denim, white, literally any color. You guys, this is, I don't think I've ever owned a bag like this, but look how cute this is. This is a Brahmin bag. I love this, and it comes in so many different colors and styles. It's so nice and really good quality. I love it. Oh, and it comes with a long strap on the inside. I wouldn't probably use the strap on it, but it's good to know that it comes with one. Anyways, look how pretty. I love this. It's just really different from anything, like I said, that I have, but I really like it. And then last but not least, this is more like a travel tote. At least that's what I'll be using it for. I wouldn't use it just as a regular bag because it's a pretty good size. I don't know. I feel like the camera's not picking up how cute it is, but I could be wrong. But like I said, I'm gonna use this for like a travel tote. I always need a separate bag when I go anywhere, especially like on a weekend trip, just to put like hygiene and cosmetic stuff in. And I think that's what I'll use this bag for. But I got this from Aritzia. Anyways, that is it for the haul. Let's go do this dinner menu and cook dinner. You guys, Khaleesi just screamed at me when I was sitting in my office editing. She said, "Mommy, the toilet is smoking." I literally can't with her. These kids are hilarious. Tonight for dinner, we're making jambalaya pasta minus the shrimp. I didn't feel like putting shrimp in mine this time, so tonight we're just doing the chicken and sausage.
I remember those days we were young and had nothing to do. I used to pick you up and drive to a place we could talk for hours. Sometimes we'd run out of words.
I already have my water boiling for my noodles. The water's actually ready. I can put the noodles in now. I'm gonna be using penne pasta because that's what my family prefers, as opposed to like the fettuccine noodle. You can use whatever noodle you like. To this skillet, we're gonna go ahead and add some avocado oil. You can do olive oil, vegetable oil. I'm only gonna put just a little bit because to this skillet, we're going to add the sausage. And this is just the Hillshire beef sausage that I sliced. In the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and add our penne pasta. There's many different ways to make this pasta. I don't think there's a right or wrong way. This is just, I'm just showing y'all how I do it.
Drinking liquor out the bottle at a party, we knew no one there. And we didn't even care if we stayed out all night. 'Cause we always had each other, always had each other, always had each other.
Alright you guys, so the sausage is done cooking. I'm gonna go ahead, turn the heat on low, remove it from the skillet. I love how this sausage smells. We're gonna get a little sherry cooking wine. You guys know I always use that mainly to deglaze the skillet. If you notice, like when you're cooking, the bottom of the skillet burns a lot. So the sherry cooking wine helps with that. Okay, so we're just deglazing the skillet. We're just adding a little bit of avocado oil because there's already a little oil still in here, and then we have a little of the sherry cooking wine, and then we're going to add the chicken. So while the chicken is cooking, we're going to work on the noodles. The noodles are done. Before we drain the pasta, we're going to go ahead and just get a little bit of pasta water. Not too much. It's like a 1/4 cup. And now we can drain them. If you guys know me, then you know that I also like to cook and simultaneously wash dishes. So that's why you see the dish water. But I'm going to drain the pasta. Some people like to rinse the pasta, some people don't. I rinse mine.
Said you needed space. Said you needed more time to think. So you went away. But you still would stay in my dream. Now you're back for more. Why you in my reality?
Alright, so we're just gonna let that drain in the sink. And we're gonna check on the chicken. Alright, so it's starting to brown. Get that pretty color on it.
Go back, hurt so bad, had to block out the memory. If we try again, start from scratch. You wanna pick up where we left off, but you've been gone away, you've been gone so long. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away so long. I forgot your middle name.
So the chicken is done. We're gonna remove it from the skillet as well.
Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away. 50, 11 days, 50, 11 days, 50, 11. I lost count of all of the weeks that you have your way. Wouldn't pick a fight when you'd leave.
Once more, we're gonna add a little more avocado oil. Each time I add the oil, I'm doing like a tablespoon or less. Now to the skillet, we're gonna add yellow onion, red and green bell pepper. This is about half of each. And this is about a tablespoon of minced garlic. If you're gonna use fresh garlic, use about 2 garlic cloves. And we're just gonna let this all cook together until it's translucent for about a minute or 2.
You still wear cologne the same, love it in the worst way. You've been gone away. Since you've been gone away, you've been gone away. I forgot your middle name, I forgot your birthday, your favorite position. Do we still have chemistry?
All right, so the veggies have been cooking for about 2 minutes. So now we're gonna go ahead and add the tomato sauce, and this is the 15-ounce can. We're gonna add about a cup of chicken broth. Isn't that so pretty, y'all? If you watch my other vlog, you know I got these from Home Goods. We're gonna add a little of this pasta water. That's about half, so maybe like 2-3 tablespoons. We're gonna add 2 bay leaves. Don't forget to clean your bay leaves, y'all, unless you buy them dried. And then now we're gonna season the sauce. So we're gonna add some black pepper. You're just gonna season this to taste. A little bit of crushed red pepper. This is optional. Doesn't add spice in my opinion. Just adds like good flavor. Some oregano. Garlic powder. Paprika. And a little seasoned salt. Just a little bit. We're going to stir all this together and just let all the flavors marry together for a couple of minutes before adding the sausage, the chicken, and the pasta. You guys, I almost forgot. I like to add a little Parmesan cheese to the sauce. I typically have shredded Parmesan cheese, but I completely forgot. So we're just going to go with the grated Parmesan cheese. Let's add a little bit. Okay. Not too much. I'm gonna give this like another minute since I forgot to add the Parmesan cheese. It's been marinating for about a minute. You see how it's bubbling. We're gonna go ahead and add the sausage and chicken to the sauce. I almost forgot what I was saying.
You always make me feel like home, yeah, you. You never leave my thoughts alone, yeah, you. You're the reason I'm going out my mind.
Alright, you guys, so at this point we can go ahead and remove the bay leaves and add the pasta. Are both of those there? Yeah, they're both there.
All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe a break. Boy, you're my weakness. Giving we take.
Alright guys, and we're basically done. I'm just gonna keep mixing this together. I'll plate it and show you what the end result looks like.
I've been but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like home. Yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. You got me feeling some type of way. You make me wanna stay in all day. You're the reason I can't get out.
All right, you guys, so now we're about to do the monthly menu, and how I do that. Where's my phone? Oh, my phone's right here. If you've been here, you've seen this many times. Basically, back in 2011, I started creating menus, and then I started to laminate them. That way I get different ideas. I also keep a list in my phone, in my notes, of different entrees that I like to make. So between the phone and the 3 menus, I'm able to come up with a monthly menu pretty quickly. And I got some new markers because my other markers have either been lost at this point or they're kind of like just drying out.
When you supposed to, cause it keeps me on my toes. It kinda makes me want you more. I get a kick from going out when you don't want me to, knowing you're at home all mad. I know I shouldn't feel like that. I do it, you do it, we do it all the time, pushing the buttons until we both lose our mind. Why can't we let ourselves play it safe just for a while? Cause baby, I know it, you know it, we know it. Deep inside, we too addicted to friction to change our mind. We so in love, but babe, it's not enough to survive.
All right, so as far as the menu goes, we're doing jambalaya pasta, which we already did that today. I'll do tacos and rice. On the 3rd, chicken, rice, and veggies. Friday and Saturday are going to be open. Actually, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are going to be open. And that's because on Thursday, I'm actually probably going to make 2 meals because I'm not going to be here that weekend. On the 7th, I'll do chicken fried rice and egg rolls. On the 8th, we'll have leftovers. The 9th, stuffed shells and salad. We'll have leftovers for the 10th. The 11th, shrimp po' boys. The 12th will be open. The 13th, I'll make pot roast, mashed potatoes, cornbread, and vegetables, probably cabbage. I'm not sure, I didn't write all that there, but that's typically what I make when I make pot roast. We'll have leftovers on Monday the 14th. I typically try my best to have leftovers on Monday. I don't really like cooking on Mondays, you guys. I feel like it's the start of a week, and you know, it's just, sometimes it's just hard to get started, so I like having leftovers if I can. On the 15th, I'll do teriyaki chicken, rice, and vegetables. The 16th, loaded potatoes with salad. The 17th, chicken sandwiches. The 18th and the 19th will be open. If you hear that in the background, that's actually De Niro. He doesn't want to be in his kennel right now, but he has to while I do this. The 20th is Easter, and we will be cooking. I'm not exactly sure. I think I'll probably make like, we're not going to do traditional Easter food. I'll probably make like chicken enchiladas. I don't know what my mom is going to make. But anyways, we'll have leftovers for the 21st. The 22nd, we'll do sopa toscana and probably like homemade rolls. I'll have leftovers on the 23rd. The 24th will be some type of stir fry. The 25th, I'll do lasagna and salad. Hold on, De Niro. We'll have leftovers. The 27th will be open. The 28th will be open as well. That's my birthday. 29th, I'll do chicken salad. And then on the 30th, fajita bowls. If there's anything on this menu that you specifically want to see a recipe for, let me know down below in the comments. That's gonna be it for today's video, you guys. I'm exhausted. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't made that jambalaya pasta before, you plan on making it, please let me know down below. Let me know how it comes out. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please be sure to do so. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you can be notified when I upload future videos. And until next time, everybody, bye.
Tell me what your name is. Tell me what you like and all your secrets. I just wanna go over the details. Let me inside of your mind. I know I just met you, but But something tells me that you might be into talking to a stranger with a tattoo.